Imagine this. You're at your doctor's office and they say, your cholesterol's high. Your mind immediately goes to, what now? Fewer burgers, more kale smoothies, goodbye pizza parties? Hold on. Before you trade your favorite snacks for rabbit food, let me tell you what's really going on with cholesterol, and why it's not as simple as good versus evil. Cholesterol is more like a misunderstood anti-hero. Stick around and let's bust some myths and get the facts straight. Quick question. Do you think cholesterol is good or bad? Because spoiler alert, it's both. And here's the kicker. It's not just the greasy burger causing trouble. What if I told you your liver is playing a huge role in all of this drama? Let's break it all down to understand why cholesterol isn't your enemy, what really causes high cholesterol, and how to keep your heart happy without giving up the food you love. First, let's clear up a common myth. Cholesterol isn't some evil substance lurking in your food. It's actually a waxy, fat-like substance that your body needs to survive. Your cells use it to build membranes, make hormones, vitamin D, and even digesting that extra cheese pizza. Without cholesterol, you'd be, well, a mess. Okay, let's get one thing straight. Cholesterol isn't out to get you. In fact, it's essential for your body to function. But there's a catch. It needs to ride around in little carriers called lipoproteins. The drama begins when cholesterol teams up with lipoproteins, tiny carriers in your bloodstream. These come in two types, HDL, the good guy, and LDL, the troublemaker. Think of HDL as the friend who tidies up after a party, and LDL as the one who spills chips everywhere and leaves. If LDL sticks around too long, it builds up in your arteries, turning them into clogged pipes. That's where heart disease comes knocking. Now you're probably wondering, okay, but what really causes high cholesterol, or basically having an excessive amount of cholesterol? Let's dig in, and this is where it gets interesting. First up, genetics. Yep, you can thank Aunt Martha for those fancy high cholesterol genes. Some people have faulty LDL receptors, which means the LDL just hangs out in the bloodstream, clogging things up like an annoying guest who won't leave your party. About 1 in 250 people has a condition called familial hypercholesterolemia, which means their body struggles to clear LDL. Approximately 75% of your body's cholesterol is produced by the liver, while only about 25% comes from dietary sources. This highlights the significant role of genetics and liver function in determining cholesterol levels. No matter how healthy they eat, their cholesterol levels remain high. Thanks, genetics! Next, your diet. But here's the twist. It's not about how much cholesterol you eat. Studies, like one published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, show that saturated and trans fats found in stuff like fried food and pastries are the real culprits. They trigger your liver to produce more LDL. So it's not the eggs in your breakfast, but the butter-soaked toast or fried bacon that's causing trouble. Then lifestyle, lack of exercise, smoking. These are LDL's best friends. Smoking not only damages your arteries but also lowers your HDL, leaving LDL free to wreak havoc. And if you're sitting around all day, your HDL doesn't get the boost it needs to keep your arteries clean. And finally, medical conditions like diabetes and hypothyroidism can mess with your cholesterol balance. When your metabolism slows down, LDL hangs out in your blood longer, causing even more buildup. Here's a shocking fact. The World Health Organization says high cholesterol contributes to nearly 2.6 million deaths globally every year. Yep, that's how sneaky this stuff is. And speaking of sneaky, hit that like button before LDL clogs your recommendations artery. Go on, I'll wait here. Part 3, the HDL hero and LDL villain. Now let's talk about HDL and LDL in more detail. HDL, the good guy, acts like a cleanup crew, swooping in to pick up excess cholesterol and dump it in the liver. LDL, on the other hand, is like a careless delivery driver who drops packages everywhere, including your arteries. If too much LDL builds up, it hardens into plaques that narrow your arteries. That's how heart attacks and strokes happen. Remember, if your HDL levels are low, LDL gets to party unchecked, and that's when trouble starts. Part 4. Lifestyle hacks to lower cholesterol. Here's the good news. You can take control of your cholesterol. Let's break it down. First, eat smart. Load up on unsaturated fats. Think avocados and nuts. Choosing healthier butter substitutes, such as olive oil or nut butters, can positively impact cholesterol levels. These alternatives provide unsaturated fats that are beneficial for heart health. These help boost your HDL. Pack your plate with fiber. Fruits, veggies, and whole grains like oats and beans can block LDL absorption in your gut, and maybe cut back on those donuts. Sorry, donut lovers, it's for your arteries. Next, exercise resistance training and cardio not only burn calories but also boost HDL levels. Even 30 minutes of walking a day can increase HDL levels by 5 to 10%. So, the next time you're debating between the couch and a workout, just think of HDL cheering you on. Your heart and HDL will thank you. And then the obvious one, quit smoking. Not only does quitting smoking improve your overall health, but it also gives HDL a chance to do its job properly. And finally, limit alcohol. Some research suggests that moderate alcohol consumption can boost HDL, but don't overdo it. Your liver's already busy. Quick poll time. What's your biggest cholesterol worry? A, you've been told it's high. B, you're unsure what foods are safe. Or C, you have no idea what your cholesterol levels are. Drop your answer in the comments. I'm curious. Part 5. Busting the egg myth. Now let's tackle the biggest cholesterol myth. For years, eggs got blamed for raising cholesterol. But research from Harvard Medical School shows that dietary cholesterol from eggs has little to no impact on your blood cholesterol, so feel free to enjoy that omelet, just maybe skip the extra side of sausage. Now let's look at another aspect of high cholesterol. A 2024 study found that individuals with high blood sugar and high triglycerides are more likely to develop chronic stress, anxiety, or depression later in life, compared to those with normal blood sugar levels. This suggests a link between lipid metabolism and mental health. Part 6. Medications and the big picture. Now some of you might be thinking, I've tried everything, and my cholesterol's still high. Don't panic. Genetics sometimes wins this round, but that's why we have modern medicine. Statins and other medications can help keep LDL in check when lifestyle changes aren't enough. They work by blocking an enzyme your liver uses to make cholesterol. Just don't think of them as a license to eat fried chicken every day, okay? Pills aren't a free pass to eat junk food. Think of them as a backup plan, not a crutch. So, here's the takeaway. Cholesterol isn't all bad, it's about balance. Pay attention to your HDL and LDL levels, eat smart, move more, and don't stress too much. A study involving older adults in Australia and the US found that significant fluctuations in cholesterol levels over time without changes in medication may help identify individuals at higher risk for developing dementia. Stable cholesterol levels were associated with a lower risk of cognitive decline. After all, your heart works hard for you. The least you can do is return the favor. Your heart will stay happy. Oh, don't forget to subscribe. I mean, if you've made it this far, you clearly like good advice and bad jokes. So click that button. It's as good for you as HDL is for your heart. I mean, why keep all this heart-smart info to yourself? Until next time, keep your arteries clean and your curiosity even cleaner.